the value false is outputted to the console. Okay, so this false value is the last value that we assigned to this variable. Now I want to give you some examples about constants. Okay, if the value should never change during a program's runtime, you can use a type of variable called a constant. Okay, to declare a constant, use the final keyword before the variable declaration and actually assign an initial value to that variable. Okay, so now I want to show you some real examples about constants. Okay, so here I declare an integer variable, okay, as you can see, and I assign a value to this variable. So now I want to output the value of this variable to the console. Okay, system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses just refer to the name of this variable. Okay, and run your project. As you can see, the value 30, okay, is now outputted to the console. Okay, so now I want to actually assign another value to this variable, for example number 50. Okay, so now I want to output the value of this variable to the console, system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses just refer to the name of this variable. Okay, so if I run my project now, as you can see, it's going to output the value 50 to the console. Okay, so now, as I said earlier, to declare a constant, you need to actually put the final keyword before the variable declaration and include an initial value for that variable. Okay, so here if I actually put the final keyword before the variable declaration, as you can see, it's now showing me an error on the line 77 because this variable is a constant and we cannot add another value to a constant. Okay, so this is a very important point about constants. So we must delete this line of code here, and as you can see, the error is now gone. And if I run my project now, as you can see, it outputs only the value 30 to the console. Okay, so now if I want to actually add another value to this variable, as you can see, it's now again showing us an error, and it doesn't allow us to add another value to this variable because this variable is a constant. And now let me give you another example. Okay, so first we put in the final keyword and then the data type of our variable, and then we give our variable a name. Okay, and then we assign a value to our variable. Okay, and then I want to actually output the value of this variable to the console, so system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses just refer to the name of that variable, and I comment out these lines of code and then run my project. As you can see, it outputs the value of this variable to the console. Okay, so now if I want to actually assign another value to this variable, okay, it doesn't allow us to do it because we cannot add another value to a constant. Okay, and if I, for example, delete that final keyword, as you can see here, now the error is gone. Okay, and if I put back that final keyword, as you can see here, now it's showing me an error again because we can't assign another value to a constant. Okay, so that's enough for this tutorial. We will be using these primitive data types later in the course when we are actually creating Java and Android applications. Okay, so ask any questions that you want about these concepts. You can either message me or you can create a discussion in the course. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.